Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today it's not a ride. We are going to discuss about the performance of vehicle so far. It's been 3000 kilometers since I took this bike. We're going to discuss today about likes, dislikes, and the other features where I felt okay, and probably could have been better, and something like that. Let's see what's the exact reading. Yeah, 3184.5. So basically it's a ownership review at 3000 kilometers. The positive points first. For me, the first thing is the feel. Whenever you are riding a Royal Enfield vehicle, and that to Himalayan on highways, you would definitely get a feel like, so confident while riding on the highways, and the sitting posture and the handle posture, everything is absolutely confident, and it gives so much of positive feel and a positive vibe. And the second one is the road presence, and it has an excellent road presence. Whenever riding on roads, people definitely look at you and this machine, and the exhaust note of this particular machine grabs the attention of people. You don't feel vibrations even at 100 kilometers. At least for me, I didn't feel any kind of vibrations even at 100 kilometers per hour, neither at handlebar nor at engine, foot peg, nothing. And the second positive point for me, in my perspective, is the safety aspects, like braking. The braking system is also absolutely good. Even at 100 kilometers per hour speed, if you apply sudden brakes, the bike would be so stable, and it won't wobble. You feel definitely so confident while applying even sudden brake. You will confidently stop wherever you want to, and in fact the front brake and the rear brake both are functioning so good so far. I like the braking system for this machine. One more positive thing for this bike, what I felt is the sitting comfort, and because of this telescopic tall and wide handlebar, and because of the so much confident gesture, you feel so comfortable while driving. Even if you drive for hours together, you don't feel fatigue, you don't feel exhausted. It gives so much of comfort while riding. So my highest stretch non-stop is 2 hours on this bike without any break. The seat cushions are so soft, you feel like sitting on a sofa, and while riding also you feel so confident and so comfortable, and you just need to focus on your traffic on road, and just focus on riding. That's all on positive side. And now let's talk about the challenges. I don't say these are negative things. I don't say I dislike, I don't like these aspects, but I definitely feel that it should have been more refined. It should have been more improved version in this aspect. So let's talk about those. The first thing is engine noise. 3500 rpm or above 4000 rpm, the engine start gives a weird noise. So until 3000 rpm, the engine sounds so soft, and you would definitely listen. Even rider also could listen the exhaust note. But after 4000 rpm, engine starts giving so much of weird noise, kind of metallic sound, rattling sound. It distracts your mindset while you are comfortably riding. You are going on 100 kilometers per hour speed, and you are enjoying the curves, and you are enjoying the nature, and you are enjoying the ride, and all of a sudden engine starts giving a weird noise, and it will distract your focus. And I don't think that that's a problem for engine itself. Because of that noise, there won't be any issue for engine performance, but it distracts your mindset. Yeah, coming to ergonomics, I could see that the foot pegs are positioned a little backward. Because of that, on longer ride, if you don't really playing around with the foot pegs, maybe the brake, maybe the gear rod, your ankle starts giving a little pain. At least for me, I could notice that my ankles at this place here, I could feel a little pain, but that's not unbearable. It's okay. It's kind of very little discomfort. And the next point is this clutch lever, the front brake is absolutely fine. So whenever you are riding in traffic, maybe in city, you feel little discomfort while handling around the clutch lever and horn and indicator, because you see this is my palm size, and you can see my handlebar and the clutch are positioned like this, and my thumb is unable to reach the horn knob and also to play around the turn indicator. So what I mean to say is, since this is quite away from the handlebar, and you really need to stretch all your fingers to play around the clutch, and at the same time, if you want to really blow the horn or use the turn indicators, you just need to disconnect your fingers from the clutch lever, and then you need to play around, and there is a high possible that your bike gets stopped because you not applied the clutch. You really need to get adjusted to this particular aspect. This is what I feel a little discomfort. So this could have been little closer. So right hand side, I don't have any issue. And another aspect is the pickup at first and second gears. Whenever you are riding in city and you really wanted to come through the traffic, and you really want to pick this up at first and second gear, you will feel a little sluggish. The vehicle, it won't move as you expected. You just need to be habituated to this during initial days, and once you get habituated, then it's all up to you and how you can manage this vehicle even in traffic. But yeah, of course, this vehicle is not meant to ride in city traffic comparatively any other terrains. So that's all I could see the challenges when in my perspective. Other than that, I don't see any major negative points or major challenges in this bike. And coming to other aspects, I think coming to mileage, it's okay. It's absolutely fine for the purpose of this vehicle. I am getting around 30 kilometers per liter mileage. That is quite decent. Coming to quality aspect of bike, I do not have any complaints with respect to quality. Maybe I didn't face any challenge. Nothing was damaged so far, except this fuse knob, this fuse socket. This sometimes fall down because of improper fixing. Will get loosened because of the heat generated at catalytic converter. Sometimes it will fall down. So apart from that, I don't see any kind of quality aspects in a negative way. Another aspect with respect to this instrument cluster, maybe during foggy days, if you are going on ride on early morning, the moisture will accumulate inside the instrument cluster. Maybe the outside temperature and bike surrounding temperatures vary so much, then definitely some moisture will accumulate, kind of condensation. I don't know, but sometimes the moisture I can see inside the instrument cluster. After some time it will go off on its own, so that's not a major challenge. It comes and goes depending on the weather, climate and all. And maybe the last point from my side is heat that is getting generated at engine, catalytic converter and throughout the exhaust pipe is really too much. I don't know, maybe it's nature. I don't comment anything with respect to that, but that's what I felt. This could have been little lower side, because if without shoe and without a full pant, you cannot imagine the riding more than half an hour, because by that time it will completely burning sensation nearby that. One should really be cautious in this segment because it gives so much of heat. You should be really wearing shoes and full pants, jeans like that. Okay guys, so that's all for today. I think I could cover many of the aspects with respect to likes, dislikes and where this could have been even better. So far I am enjoying this bike. I do not have any major complaints around it. Overall this bike is a fantastic bike. One could definitely go for it based on their preferences. For me I took a right choice. So far 2 services have been completed, one at 500 kilometers and the second one is somewhere after 6 months of delivery. So both services went well, and no complaints even at a service center point of view. And yeah, maybe first service I made another video, you can go through it, even the price, etc. And second service is cost very less, somewhere around 200 plus rupees. That's all. I think I have covered most of the aspects. I don't know if I missed something. Please let me know in the comment section. I can answer if I know them better. Otherwise, nothing else to talk about today. And that's all for today, and catch you guys in another video. If you like the video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned. I would be uploading more and more videos on weekly basis or fortnight basis, all short rides and maybe little long rides around the city. And yeah, okay, so location details is Medcity Medical College, Medicity Medical College, Shamirpet Lake. So it falls on the way of Shamirpet to Medchal connectivity road. So it's a nice location, so peaceful location, no much traffic, and amazing view of Shamirpet Lake and small hillocks nearby. From there, if you take a right turn, it leads to Karimnagar highway, and left turn leads to Nizamabad highway. So that is nothing but Medchal. So now we are going back to Medchal, from there Kompally, and we are going back home.